In version 1.1 of Withering Waves, 2 new characters are going to be introduced after the Yinlin banner is over are going to be Jingxi and Changli. So today we are going to cover Changli's best build. As for Jingxi, I'm going to make a detailed guide about her kit and her build, so wait for that. Anyway, let's just begin. So Changli's best weapon is obviously her signature weapon, Blazing Brilliance. The main stat provides a ton of attack, which is kinda okay because the passive of this weapon is amazing. It increases your crit rate by 8%, and upon dealing damage with this weapon, you will gain Searing Feathers. Gaining one of these the first time you deal damage, and 5 stacks when dealing damage with Resonance skill. Each stack increases your damage by 4%, stacking up to a total of 14 times, and after reaching 14 stacks, all stacks will reset within 10 seconds. So this weapon is basically made for Changli, but other characters can also use this weapon as their best slot. And since Withering Wave weapon banner is not as worse as Genshin, it's a weapon which you should definitely pull for. Now if you cannot afford to pull for this weapon, then your best F2P choice is Emerald of Genesis, which you can get from standard banner convene, or you can get it from the 5-star crate when you reach Union level 45. This weapon provides a high base attack and a lot of crit rate as its main stat. As for its passive, when you use your Resonance skill, your attack increases by 6%, stacking up to 2 times when lasts for 10 seconds. It also increases your energy regen by 12.8%. As for 4-star options, Scale Slasher is also an amazing option if you have it. Since you can get it from convene only, it provides attack and energy regen, so it's good choice for quick swap teams. Another 4-star which is also good choice is Commando of Conviction. Now this one deals more damage than the previous one, and you can get it for free if you have not opened the Ranger series supply crate. So personally, you should go for the Emerald of Genesis if you can wait till you are Union level 45. Now Changli's best echo set is 5-piece set of Molten Rift, which increases your fusion damage by 10%, and upon using Resonance skill, fusion damage increases by 30% for 15 seconds, but only if you're going for pure damage. But for a more supportive role, you have 2 choices: Moonlight Clouds, which increases your energy regen by 10%, and after using your outro skill, increases the attack of next resonator by 22.5% for 15 seconds. Or alternatively, you can go for Lingering Tunes, which increases your attack by 10%, and when your character is on field, increases attack by 5% for every 1.5 seconds, stacking up to 4 stacks, and also increase outro skill damage by 60%. Personally, you should go for the Moonlight Clouds or Molten Rift if you want to play her as a DPS. As for Lingering Tunes, since you have to stay on field to gain the attack percentage, it is not that much preferable to use this set on Changli. As for the main echo, you should go for the Inferno Rider for fusion set and try to get as much crit rate and crit damage as possible on your main stat, and Impermanence Heron for the Moonlight Clouds. And as for Lingering Tunes, you should go for Mecha Abomination. Now let's talk about the best teams for Changli. So the best companion for Changli is none other than Anchor. Given the fact that she is fusion type, she is going to benefit from the additional damage output that Changli is going to provide. Now that Anchor has a dedicated support with the introduction of Changli, she is going to be one of the best DPS in Withering Waves. The other characters that are going to benefit from having Changli on the team are Rover and Kalcharo, specifically Havoc Rover, since the biggest portion of their damage is going to come from their Resonance Liberation. And if you have both Yinlin and Changli, then you can use both of them as a sub DPS for Kalcharo or Rover in the same team. And trust me, this team is going to fry the Withering Wave server. Now if you want to play Changli as a DPS, then her best team is going to be with Sanhua, because she can increase Changli's basic attack, and you can also play quick swap playstyle with her. Since Changli's outro skill is also going to benefit Sanhua, since most of her damage comes from her Resonance Liberation. So that's all for the video. If you find the video helpful, then you can consider subscribing, and thanks for watching.